Radio Expats Club today, our main theme was about the medical evacuation. If you had an accident in a remote location, how would you get to the hospital? And we have two experts in this subject from International SOS Services. Their company helps with emergency medical care, and it's the world leader in this. And we have Al Locke is the business development manager in Thailand. What is this all about? What do? You facilitate some rescues and things like that?
That's what we're probably best known for. We facilitate evacuations for people around the world. We also provide a variety of other medical support services for our clients, and we do repatriation, abortive remains, repatriation of people who have been injured and are stabilized in a local hospital but now need to go back to their home country.
I mean, this is often associated with companies where you would have a company contract, and it is to help their global workforce if they get into trouble, you know, when they're on contracts in remote locations. Okay.
Yeah, the great majority of our clients are corporations. 80-some% of the Global 500 are our clients. We also have individual memberships, and we have some group memberships that might be used by a group like the Pattaya Expat Club.
Yeah, I heard you say that the membership, individual membership, if an individual customer wants to take out one, is only about 8,000 baht a year. What do they get for that 8,000 baht?
That 8,000 baht gives them access to our services. It gets them the ability to call the alarm center for emergency or non-emergency medical advice, to talk to one of our doctors or a pharmacist. And it also gives them access to the clinics that we have in places like Vietnam, Cambodia, and China. And should they have an emergency, it means that they can call us and we'll start the process.
I'd like to turn to Francois here. He's very experienced as a regional operations manager. He's worked from Seoul in South Korea, from the London office, the alarm center as they call it, which is the biggest one in their group, also from Geneva. You've really got around a lot, and now you're in Thailand with responsibility really for Southeast Asian countries, including China. You must be very busy rescuing people, huh?
Well, this is all Indo-China only. I've got other colleagues dealing with China, and as far as I'm concerned, I'm responsible for Indo-China, which is Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, and Bangladesh as well.
What happens when a member phones up and say they need to be rescued from a remote location? You're the company that facilitates the rescue. How do you do that?
All right, what we do, the first thing is we do have our member calling the alarm center. Is going to be one of our assistant coordinators is going to take just a few details, basic details like the full name, contact details, location, and immediately the call is going to be put through one of our doctor. We've got a team of 3-4 doctors, 24 hours a day in the office, and the doctor is going to assess the medical condition and provide a medical recommendation and travel recommendation.
It was interesting when you gave the slideshow and we were explaining this to our club members, how this worked. You have an advantage over some other types of rescues in that you actually send a medical team in with a helicopter to the accident site. So the casualty would get treated far quicker than if they were simply taken to a hospital.
This is correct. We are a medical assistant company, and the primary focus is the patient medical condition. So after assessing the medical condition of the patient, we will activate all the necessary arrangements such as aircraft, helicopter if required, and every alarm center does have a medical equipment room with a pool of doctors, and they are ready to go whenever it is required for the patient. Definitely.
And it's usually the insurance policy that the member has with their home country, like a travel insurance policy that would cover the cost of the medevac, right?
This is correct. If the medical insurance policy of the person doesn't have any exclusion on the policy, we'll provide a medical assistance, evacuation services or repatriation services. The primary focus is first to evacuate the person to the nearest medical center of excellence. Then he gets treated, stabilized, and we monitor the hospitalization. And then once the person is fit to work or to travel, we organize the repatriation back to the home country or back to the site.
One of the things we talked about in the club today with the audience is, of course, expats don't normally have travel insurance anymore. If they have medical cover, it tends to be only, if it's with a Thai company, for inpatient treatment in a Thai hospital. So I believe, Al, you've also got a group policy scheme where they could pay a premium, which if they don't have a travel policy, which would cover evacuation from a remote site, you can build this into the fee that they pay International SOS. Right? It might be quite a good thing, really, for foreigners living here who don't have travel insurance.
Yeah, our memberships come in two flavors, if you will. Access, which gives people access to all of our facilities and services, but doesn't cover the expense of the ones that require activation of services. And another one, which is called the service policy. And the service policy has an underwritten section for evacuation specifically. And I believe that currently coverage is $2 million US. So it's it'll cover any kind of evacuation.
Okay, just to wind this up, because you're from Bangkok, your office is not in Pattaya, could you tell people how they could get in touch with you if they want to take up a membership with International SOS?
Sure. They can call our Bangkok Alarm Center, which is listed and which I've got the number for, or you can put it up, or they can just go to our webpage, internationalsos.com, and it's very easy to find out how to get a hold of us. And for that matter, they can do an inquiry through the webpage, and as you know, one of your members did exactly that, and we got back to them within a couple of days.
Very good. Okay. If you're interested in this, of course, we will keep some paperwork on this in the club. If you want to come down to the club next week, there'll be some business cards available from Al and International SOS. Thank you very much, Francois and Al, for coming down from Bangkok to tell us all about this really important service. See you in the Pattaya Expats Club any Sunday morning. We start at 10:30. See you there.